Hello everybody, this is Matthew with MK's Trader, and today I'm just going to be exposing myself, revealing all the mistakes I've made, and trying to help you guys not make stupid decisions. To be honest, I just tried to make this video, and I realized that my microphone was not on. So we're doing this again, and hopefully I cover everything I already covered, and hopefully you guys get the best video out of the two. So I apologize for that, not that you guys will ever know the difference, so today I'm going to be just looking at all the mistakes I've made, the things I think are really stupid, the things I think no one should really do if you don't know what you're doing. Obviously, there's an aspect of risk and reward with everything, and if you're willing to take the risk, then you deserve the reward or the loss. And that is obviously the concept of everything in trading. But one concept that I wanted to go over today is the idea that I've been reading this book about technical analysis, and the big thing that it talks about is how you should cut your losses, how you need to know when to cut your losses so you make sure you minimize huge losses, and have like a stop loss order. So like if it drops below 2%, you automatically sell and you lose 2% of your money that you had invested. Now, I personally do not believe in this idea. Now, maybe I'm foolish. I've only been investing, as you guys know, for a couple months now, so I'm not like a super genius on this stuff. I'm very new. But from what I understand, really, with some patience, you don't really have to lose any money. Now, granted, maybe I'm not a full-blown trader. I'm obviously not a day trader. I may not even be a swing trader. I'm somewhere between an investor and a trader. I'd use some technical analysis to decide when I want to buy, and usually when I want to sell, but usually I'm just investing. I'm not worried about cutting my losses. If something goes down, I just wait it out and I wait for it to go back up, because almost every time, even after a stock market crash, there's always been a correction or a comeback or a recovery, as you may say, and money's always come back. So there's really no reason, if you have the patience, to lose any money. Now, granted, if you're trying to make a bunch of money, this is going to be your full-time job. You're going in there and you're like, hey, I have $1 million. I'm trying to invest this to make a bunch of money every day. It's going to be your full-time job. Then yeah, you can't afford to wait to make, in that case, you can't afford to wait like a month to make $1,000. That's not very profitable, right? But you also won't have these situations where you look at someone who's been trading and lost like all their money because they had these stop losses and they didn't have a single winning trade, and boom, it only took a few times and all their money was gone, right? So there's some things that you can definitely prevent. In my opinion, I think it's a lot safer to just be patient, because honestly, if you just be patient, you're not going to lose your money. The stock market's not going to suddenly go away and all the money's going to go away. You'll be fine. And I'll show you some examples of this. But there is one example of something that does not work that way, and that is an SQQQ. So before I show an SQQQ, let's look at a QQQ and explain what a QQQ is. So a QQQ is a power shares. So it's basically 100 different stocks all combined together to have this ETF. And an ETF is a group of stocks that are all together that really, when you buy a share of an ETF, you're buying a tiny portion of all these different stocks that are inside this ETF. So obviously this QQQ is always going to be going up. It's got the solid uptrend. These 100 stocks are not going anywhere, and it's just always going to be an uptrend. You're always going to make money if you invest in it. Kind of expensive to invest in it, not too bad. I wouldn't suggest trading, but if you're investing, it's a good option. But then we have the SQQQ. Now, this is one of the biggest mistakes I've made. Investing in an SQQQ, or should I say trading an SQQQ. So if this will load, I will show you. So SQQQ, in essence, is a short of the QQQ. And if you don't know what a short is, it's basically betting on the QQQ to go down. So over time, you can see that SQQQ has just been dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping, because it's never going to go up, because the shares that are in the QQQ are always going to be going up. So this will always be going down. Now, theoretically, you can make money off this, because you can see there's little corrections where it goes whoop and whoop and whoop. You can make some money, because there obviously were times where the QQQ wasn't doing good. So there have been times where I've seen that something's not doing good, and I look at the SQQQ, and I see it's doing well, and I bought in. For example, right around here. Nope, not there. Here. I think I bought in. Or it was right here. I don't know where it was. It was one of these little tiny consolidations, right? And I bought in, and I missed it. And you do realize in SQQQ, unlike with any other stock, you can be patient with any other stock. It will go back up. 95% guarantee you, especially if you're not investing in penny stocks or cryptocurrencies, it's going to go up. Unless it's going out of business and you have fundamental reasons that, hey, the company's failing, it's going out of business, then yeah, you need to get out. You need to lose your money so you don't lose any more. But in most cases, it's going to go up. But with the SQQQ, it will never go back up. Okay? So please, please, please do not invest in SQQQ like I did. I've done it twice. Why I did it twice, I don't know. I thought I'd have better luck the second time, and I didn't. Both times I lost a significant amount of money for how much I was investing, and it was stupid. So please, please, please do not invest in SQQQ. I bought right here, missed the sell, so I lost more. As you can see, other than this really rare jump back up, never would have made it back. So technically in that case I could have waited, but that was rare. That was lucky if I were to wait. And I wasn't really willing to take that really out of the blue risky bet. So please do not invest in SQQQ. It's not safe. It's not a safe way to make money. Okay, and now let's look at the other one of the stupidest things I've done. Actually, we'll talk about the stupidest thing I've done after I talk about this. So with Dogecoin, this was an example of when I did not have patience. So, you know how I was talking about that if you're with patience, you can make anything back, right? So, I bought this right around here. Missed the top. It dropped. It kept dropping. I sold it right around here. So I looked at it, I was like, oh, I'm glad. Look, I didn't lose that much. But if I would have just waited, if I would have just had some patience and waited another couple weeks, look at what I could have gotten. So, I just gotta say, honestly, from all the experience I've gained these past 2 months, honestly, patience goes a huge ways. If you can just be patient and wait for the stocks to go up, I guarantee you're not gonna lose a bunch of money. With cryptocurrencies, maybe. With penny stocks, maybe. They have a little bit more risk to them. They're not as predictable, okay? Please keep that in mind. But it still works the same way, generally speaking, unless they're going out of business. So please realize that. The other mistake I made with Dogecoin is that I bought right here. I could have made a little bit right there. I did make a good amount before it dropped, right? Because I was investing a good amount. But also when you invest a good amount, you lose a lot. So I lost a good amount of money off that. Significant. Oh my gosh. I apologize. Sorry. I just hope you don't mind that. I put a limit on myself sometimes because I spend too much time on Robinhood. Wouldn't have been an issue today, but I have to do this video twice. So anyway, also a lot of stuff happened today, so I was just spending a lot of time on Robinhood. But you guys don't care for that, so let's continue. So the big mistake I made is it wouldn't have necessarily been bad to buy right here if it kept skyrocketing, right? But it was about to drop. The thing is, if I would have followed my indicators, I would have known exactly when to buy. The indicators always tell you when to buy and when to sell, and you have to trust the indicators. I believe in technical analysis, and that is the law of technical analysis. You follow your indicators, okay? So if I would have followed my indicators, it would have told me to buy right here. And I could have made some money as it jumped up again. And it will probably keep jumping. So I'm holding it because I'm almost 100% sure this is going to reach back up to this point. See? There's going to be a little bit of consolidation. It's going to get back up to this point. I'm not going to lose any money, right? Okay. But if I would have followed technical analysis, I could have made more money. And I was just impulsive and I just saw this trend and I just bought in rather than waiting for the indicators to show that it was the time to buy in. Now, if you're curious about what indicators work best with a cryptocurrency, it would be the RSI. 100% RSI. Use the RSI. Buy when it's oversold, and sell when it's overbought. Okay? So that is cryptocurrencies. Now, the biggest, stupidest thing I've ever done is invest in options. Oh my goodness, guys. This was so stupid. So the thing with the options trading is the general idea of it is you're buying on a bet. So if you buy a call, like what I did, you're betting on a stock to go up to a certain price by a certain time. If you're buying a put, you're betting on a stock to go down to a certain price by a certain time. Now the thing is, I invested in a call for a stock I was already invested in that I've been waiting for it to go up, right? For a while now. As I kind of told you, my theory is patience, and it's always worked for me. The only times I didn't have patience and it didn't work were with the SQQQ, which was stupid, and with Dogecoin, which I could have made money, except for I didn't have the patience for it. Other than that, I haven't taken any losses. Take that in again. I haven't taken any losses other than that. Okay. Now, with Direct, I'm waiting for that to go up, but then I bought a call, which is basically putting a time limit on when I need it to go up by, which is stupid. And also, I didn't understand it. I still don't understand it. And this is almost just pure logic. If you don't understand something really well, should you invest in it? No. You should not invest and put your real money into something you don't understand well. That's just common sense. Well, apparently I didn't have common sense because I invested in options. Please, 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 please do not invest in options if you don't know what you're doing. Like I don't know what I'm doing with options. I lost $12. Oh, it went up to 10. Great. But that doesn't really matter. I've lost significant amount of money for how much I'm investing. For how much I'm investing, $10 is a lot. If I were investing more money, that would have ended up being like $100. If I were investing like a normal trader would, which maybe one day I will, that would have been $1,000 that I lost. Okay? Just put it in perspective. And it was a really stupid decision. So please, please, please do not invest in options trading if you don't know what you're doing. If you don't look at these Greeks and understand what they mean exactly, no, don't do it. Okay? Don't do it. No on options, no on SQQQ, and have a lot of caution if you're investing in penny stocks or cryptocurrencies, okay? Cryptocurrencies and penny stocks is probably the most appealing thing to go to when you're trading, because you look at that, especially if you're trading with a small amount of money, like let's say only $100, you look at that and you see the penny stocks. They're affordable. You can buy a lot of them. You can make a profit off them. Good. Buy them, right? That's your mindset. Or you look at cryptocurrencies. You can buy any portion of it. You can look at Ethereum. You can look at Bitcoin, worth like $9,000 right now. You can just buy $5 worth of it. And that's all. And you can make money off that. So they look really appealing. The thing about cryptocurrencies is they are extremely volatile, which makes them hard to trade. I still trade cryptocurrencies. I don't think they're that risky. They are kind of. But if you're investing in them, waiting for it to go up in the long run, because they will, most likely, then it's not as risky as if you're trying to trade them day to day and you're going to cut your losses when they go down. Because the thing is, they're going to go down a lot because they're really volatile. So if you're having that mentality, you're going to lose a lot of money. Same with penny stocks, except for with penny stocks, sometimes they just go out of business. And then you lose all your money. So please be cautious with penny stocks, with all that stuff. Please, please, please. And, okay, penny stocks, SQQQ, options. I think I went through everything. Please be patient, guys. If you guys have patience and you're not stupid and you don't invest in things you don't understand and you take this advice to heart, I promise you won't lose a bunch of money. And you guys can be really successful. These are all obviously my own personal opinions. Obviously, you can always make money in all these options. You could go into options trading, you can make a butt ton of money because it's high risk, high reward. I lost money. And I'm just warning you guys, because it doesn't mean you guys are going to make money or lose money. It's just a high chance you will lose money. And if you do win money, you're going to make a lot of money. That's just how it works. Sorry to break it to you. There's no high risk, high reward, no risk. It doesn't exist. So, I hope you guys like this video. I hope this was helpful. Please take this advice to heart. All those subscribers that are trying to invest in stuff, I hope this will be very beneficial. If you like it, please like it, subscribe, and I hope you guys have a great trading day and are successful.